when Dalton Russell said he was about to commit the perfect bank robbery. He wasn't lying.
Recently, I planned and set in motion events to execute the perfect bank robbery. Because I can.
One morning in Manhattan, 4 masked robbers walked into a bank with military precision. Customers froze. Alarms blared. And in less than 5 minutes, the entire building was under their control. But this wasn't an ordinary heist. From the very first second, it was clear. Dalton wasn't after money. Instead of rushing for the vault, he carefully organized every hostage, stripping them of their clothes and forcing them to wear identical jumpsuits and masks. Now, nobody could tell who was a robber and who was a victim. It was chaos disguised as order, and the police outside had no clue what was going on. That's when Detective Keith Frazier entered the picture. He had handled standoffs before, but something about this crew felt different. Every time he tried to negotiate, Dalton seemed 2 steps ahead, calm, calculated, almost like he was playing a game only he knew the rules to. Hours passed, then days. Still, Dalton didn't demand a ransom, didn't ask for a helicopter, not even a single bag of cash. Instead, he dragged time out as if he was waiting for the perfect moment. But why? That's what haunted Detective Frazier. The answer was buried deep in the vault. You see, the bank's chairman, Arthur Case, was hiding a dark secret, one locked away in a single safety deposit box. A secret so dangerous that he personally hired a fixer, Madeline White, a woman with political power strong enough to silence anyone, just to make sure it stayed hidden. Dalton wasn't there for the stacks of money. He was there to dig out Case's secret, evidence of his dirty past and ties to Nazi war crimes. Evidence that could destroy his reputation forever. Meanwhile, Frazier tried everything: SWAT tactics, mind games, even offers to cut a deal, but every move failed. The robbers were ghosts, blending perfectly among the hostages. Nobody could figure out who was who. And then, just like that, it was over. The doors opened. The hostages stumbled out. SWAT stormed the bank. But when the dust settled, the robbers had vanished. No suspects, no trail, no stolen money. It was as if the entire heist had been one giant illusion. But here's the genius. Dalton never left. He had built a secret hideout inside the bank's walls, and for a full week, he lived there in silence, watching investigators tear the place apart. And when the coast was finally clear, he simply walked out the front door. Dressed like an ordinary customer. Detective Frazier was left stunned. Dalton had taken the evidence, exposed Arthur Case's past, and still managed to disappear without a trace. But before he left, Dalton slipped something into Frazier's pocket, a small diamond, a silent signature. Proof that this wasn't about greed. It was about power, secrets, and the perfect crime. Dalton Russell didn't just rob a bank. He robbed a man of his reputation. And in doing so, he pulled off the greatest heist New York had ever seen.